Hey everyone, this is Tim here doing a quick review of the Ninjago Legacy Magazine issue 11. This comes with two figures, Lloyd and just a random Legacy Ghost, and yeah, it costs £5. Now I'll quickly have a look at those figures. Yeah, so the figures came in this really cool blister packaging style. I like it when they do it for the Legacy magazines, but here are the actual figures themselves. And yep, so quickly at the Lloyd, this is a standard March of the Oni Legacy 1 Lloyd, apart from the legs, which aren't from that figure. They're from the Spinjitzu Burst figure, also the Legacy 2 figure, which I don't suppose makes much sense, but if you think about it, I believe that the original March of the Oni Lloyd legs are no longer, in print, and that's because they've not appeared in a set since, 2019, as only this torso is available in the gardens, and this mask was available in that Spinjitzu Burst, both still in production. So I do suppose that makes sense, but it's annoying that isn't technically a full-on proper March of the Oni Lloyd. However, what is a useful figure to get is this Legacy Ghost. Now, despite the fact that I've already gotten like 3 of these guys, they're still quite useful to get just for pure army building's sake. The more of these I get, the better they'll be, because, having loads of them next to, say, Moro, for example, will look really cool. And despite being quite an overused figure, I do like it quite a lot. I love the Legacy mask in this recolored colour, and this is really cool, and I wanted to spare these anyway, because I want to use this for the Skull Sorcerer's green skull, because I don't have that piece, and I do have the rest of the figure, so that'll be quite useful. The torso is, standard Legacy Ghost torso printing, quite similar to the 2015 ones, actually. Same with the back printing. And you also get Ghost tailpiece, which was originally invented for these guys way back when anyway. And he comes with a gardening rake, because that's really going to help against a literal sword. These comics themselves are fine, you get like a comic strip, which is whatever, interestingly enough, obviously the Lloyd has the correct legs on the artwork in the comic, and they actually have Cole as a ghost, which is accurate to possession. And interestingly enough, they're all in Legacy 1 suits, apart from Nia, who's just got the redesigned head and hair with the 2015 costume, which, yep, is quite interesting. And then you got the Legacy Ghost with the gardening equipment. Got some colouring ins, the classic, typical sort of magazine stuff. Nothing to write home about, apart from these posters. Now, this Kai one is cool. I really like the second one, which, if you have a look, here's the, half of it. And then, here's the other half, which actually looks really cool. Better look at that is here on the front. I might actually hang that one up, because I really like the art style on it. Yeah, and again, got information about the figures as well, and there, Lord of the Long Legs. And they've got some images from back in the day, actually, however, this is also wrong, because that's the Skybound Lloyd. What it should be the Deepstone Lloyd instead, which doesn't make much sense, but there we go. And also there's more, yeah, that's quite an anachronistic image, but what can you do with these sort of magazine things? Another one of those here is, as well, Day of the Departed Cole in a possession scenario. It's more funny to me than anything. It's probably just the stock images that they have access to. Also get some door hangers, which is, cool, I guess. But you also get a tease to the next issue, which is quite disappointing, actually. I'll probably get it anyway, but this Izor has appeared so many times. This will be my 4th one or something ridiculous like that. And you also get a standard March of the Oni J, which really could have been Legacy 2J, but what can you do, I suppose? And there's the other side of those coat hangers. Overall, there's not much to say about this magazine. I mean, it's not much money. You get 2 figures, which is a bonus, despite the wrong legs on the Lloyd. The Ghost is really cool for army building. That's the main reason I wanted to get another copy of that Ghost. Overall, yeah, standard Legacy magazine. These things are good, I like them, but you always get some pretty common figures, and sometimes a few more, rare or exciting figures would be nice. So if they did more of the Legacy 2 variants or anything, or perhaps, figures from the more expensive sets, or heck, even something from, say, the Epic Battles or something would have been fun. But alas, not really. These are just fun little things for kids. Act out a scenario, having Lloyd fighting a ghost, and for that purpose, yeah, it's pretty good. If you want to get this and you can, then it's relatively inexpensive and it is pretty cool. So I wouldn't stop you. Only issue really with the figures here, which is the main reason you're getting it, is the fact that the Lloyd has the wrong legs. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, do all the stuff, the click stuff down below. Apart from dislike, don't do that one. Or do. I'm not a dictator, to quote Shen. And with that, I will see you next time.